Welcome class. Today we will start chapter 10, agreement of the verb with its subject. So what does agreement of verb with its subject means? Agreement of a verb with its subject means the subject and the verb of a sentence must agree to each other in number and person. So it means that subject and the verb in a sentence, it must tally with the number and number of the person. So if in a sentence subject is singular, the verb should also be singular, and if in a sentence the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. So it must agree with the number and person. So some of the points are given. The first point is, if the subject of the verb is singular noun or pronoun, then a singular verb is used. So example is given, my bag is heavy, she is my sister, a baby cries bitterly. So what does this means? This means that whenever we are using any sentence, the subject and the verb should act according to them. So if we are writing a sentence in which the subject is singular, in which the subject is a singular noun or a pronoun, the verb must be singular. The verb used in that sentence must be singular. What does the example say? My bag is very heavy. Here, my bag, this is the subject of the sentence, and is the verb. So both the subject and the verb agree with each other. In the point 2, it is said that if the subject of the verb is plural noun or pronoun, then the plural verb is used. So if in a sentence the subject is plural, the verb used with it must be also plural. Example, boys play cricket. Here boys is the subject and it is plural in number. So we will always use a plural verb. The subject and verb must be in the same person. If the subject is in the first person, second person or third person, the verb should be used accordingly. Read the following table. So this line says that whenever we are using a subject or a verb, it must tally with each other. It must agree with each other. The subject and the verb must agree with each other, whether the subject is first person, second person or third person. So here the table is given. First person, here, I drink water. The pen I took was mine. We sing a song. Our bags are full. So these are the sentences which contain first person, and the verb act according to the first person. In this column, second person, you drink water. The pen you took was yours. You sing a song. Your bags are full. So these are the sentences which contains second persons in it, and the verb also agree with the second person. In this column, sentences are given about third person. He drinks water. The pen he took was his. They sing a song. Their bags are full. So this column contains sentences which shows third person in it, and the verbs also agree with the third person in these sentences. Now we will come to the other point. When a sentence has two singular subjects joined by and, require a plural verb. So in a sentence, if two singular subjects are joined by and, we will use plural verb. Like example, gold and silver. Here gold is a singular subject, silver is a singular subject, but it is joined by the word and. So we will use plural verb. Here are is a plural verb. So whenever two singular subjects are joined by and, we will use plural verb with it. He and I were playing. Here he is a singular subject, I is a singular subject. But both he and I is joined by a word and, so we will use plural verb with it. Where is a plural verb. But if the nouns suggest one idea to the mind or refer to the same person or thing, the verb is singular. So, when the noun is suggesting a similar idea, it is speaking about the same person, we will use a singular verb. Like slow and steady wins the race. So slow and steady, we are talking something about a single thing. So we will use a singular verb with it. It says us about a single idea. So we will use a singular verb. Bread and butter is a wholesome food. So here we are talking about bread and butter. It is deriving a single idea. It is a wholesome food. So bread and butter, we will consider it as one and we will use is, because is a singular verb. The novelist and poet is dead. Here novelist and the poet both are same person. So we are considering both the novelist and poet as one. So we will use singular verb. Now we will come to next point. When two subjects are connected by with or as well as, the verb is singular or according to the first subject. So whenever two subjects are connected with the word with or as well as, we will put a singular verb or the verb must be according to the first subject. Let us see the example. Silver as well as cotton has fallen in price. Here silver is a singular subject and cotton is also a singular subject, but it is joined with the word as well as. So a singular verb is being used. The ship with its crew. Here ship is considered as singular, but crew, it is a plural word, but we will use was, because was will work according to the first subject. Ship is singular, so we will use was. Was is a singular verb. Two or more singular subject connected by or nor require a singular verb. As our happiness or sorrow is largely due to our own action, neither food nor water was to be found there. So whenever two or more singular subjects, like when two singular subjects are connected by or the word nor, we will use singular verb with it. Like our happiness or sorrow is largely due to our own action. Here happiness is a singular subject, sorrow is a singular subject, but it is connected, it is joined by the word or, so we will use a singular verb. Is a singular verb, so we will use is with the sentence which contains more than two subjects, and that subjects must be singular in number. So students, today we have done half of the chapter. In our next video we will resume. So your homework is to go through the points which were discussed in this video. That's all for today. Thank you.